Anything else that we should take a look at? What else?
Uh, well, if you wanted to take a swing down the Nobody Farm Road, that's really the next bike path project that we're looking to construct.
Nobody Farm. Sure,
yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, that's a project that's going to be linked in with the paddle tennis courts and the new recreational facilities.
We put those new ones in. I hear they're fantastic. I haven't seen them yet.
Not bad at all. Yeah, I've been over there to play a few times myself. Played horribly, but played there.
Nice.
It's fun, and it's going to be a way to link the milestone bike path to that area of the island, right on Macy's Lane, and link up with the Old South Road bike path.
Terrific.
Kind of get the bicyclists off of Nobody Farm Road. That's really a narrow road that's busy, and given people that walk or bike or joggers another option to get off the road, I think it's better. It should be a little scenic too, kind of cutting away off of the street and kind of serving some of the uses like Strong Wings and the new school, servicing those, or having them have access to the bike path. I think it'd be just a nice treatment, but we'll see how it turns out during the construction process. That should start to be built, I guess, this spring. The construction was bid and awarded this winter, and start breaking ground this spring.
It's exciting.
It should be,
I'll tell you,
ready for the summertime.
I think it brings people here.
Yeah.
Knowing that you can bike everywhere.
Yeah.
I think that's attractive for tourists.
Right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Tourists are, people from that want to come and visit the island, knowing that they don't have to bring a car, and that it's, small enough so you can bike everywhere to get everywhere.
We market that. When I say we, it's the towns, the Chamber of Commerce. I think a lot of the different lodging establishments sell that. It's something to sell.
Yeah.
It's come to Nantucket and ride a bike, spend the day, kind of escape from the hectic world, and come enjoy yourself here. Oh. So it's we definitely build these things to be an asset to the community, and always expanding them. I mean, we have 30 miles of bike path now. We're looking to expand it another 5-6 miles with some of these other projects. The big one there is having bike pedestrian access, putting a bike path along Hummock Pond Road down to Cisco Beach. That's going to be awesome.
That will be big time awesome. It's not a bad ride anyway. I mean, it's even without a bike path.
Yeah,
it's not too bad.
There's some turns there. The traffic gets moving at a pretty good clip there, about 45 miles an hour, and with the waviness of the road, it gets uncomfortable. And right now the bus drops a lot of people off. They walk down to Cisco Brewery. That stretch from where the NRTA goes to the breweries. That's kind of a tough walk. I mean, the vegetation kind of growing into the street. It's just uncomfortable.
Right.
And you like it to be better, especially when you have people spending a lot of money to come here, spending a lot of money while they're here. Just give them some safe access to kind of enjoy themselves and not feel uncomfortable.
That's a good point. So now, what's your background? Where were you brought up?
I was raised in Spring, Texas, which is a suburb of Houston.
Okay.
And I tell people this a lot. It's going to be kind of a bad joke, but Josh Beckett of the Red Sox, we went to high school together. Even though I'm a few years older than he is,
really? Did you know him?
I didn't know him, but the family did. My aunt babysat him when he was a kid, so I didn't. If I met him when I was growing up, I didn't know who he was and what he was going to be. But grew up in Spring, Texas. Moved up to Massachusetts after graduating high school. Went to school and up here for a couple of years before moving to Arizona to go to Arizona State. Ultimately got a degree in urban planning, and while hustling for work after graduation, I found Nantucket at a conference in New Orleans.
And did you meet somebody there?
Yeah, John Pagini interviewed me, and
they were actually looking for.
Yeah, they were soliciting.
Are you the first one we've had?
No, Beth Giannini was the first transportation planner.
Beth Giannini, yeah. Well, they must have given her the job because she works so closely with John, right? Or no?
She was here.
Did she come here specifically?
I believe she was here sometime before John was here. She had been here for I can't remember 5 to 6 years.
Oh, okay.
And left to go live in Western Massachusetts, and then there was a couple of years that went by, a year and a half or so, and then they found me, and I found them, and moved here in 2001 that summer, and been here since.
It's a good long time.
Yeah.
Do you want to stick it out here, or are you more interested in your career?
A little bit of both. I like being here. I'd like to think that if I ever did leave, I'd come back here to visit and kind of see how things see how things are. I mean, it's a nice community. It really is.
Oh yeah.
And
but you have to like. But it's a nice community, but it's also hard.
Yeah.
Because you don't live close to them. You've got to get used to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get used to flying or the boat.
Yeah. Those are just quirks.
There's a lot of work. Culture of working very hard. I think people work hard here.
Yeah, exactly. And but you get a lot, and I find that you live here to kind of experience the summer, but you live here. I mean, it's rough in the wintertime.
Yeah.
But I think there's a niceness to the off season here.
Definitely.
My God, you go to the grocery store and see everybody you see, you kind of know them a little bit.
Exactly. And you really do look forward to seeing them after the summer. But then by March, you can't stand them. You can't wait for the new people to show up.
Yeah, I know it. And then you can't wait for those people to leave.
Yeah, that's right. So
it's fun. Where else can you live? Well, I'm sure there are other resort communities that experience the same kind of quirks, but it's
and you
it's
know what?
nice.
And the fact that we don't have the crazy snow.
Yeah.
Like they do on the mainland too.
Oh, it's beautiful here. It snows and it's a beautiful island, and then it melts and gets out of your way.
Yeah.
Except for the first couple of winters that I was here when we had blizzards one right after another. But that really hadn't happened. If you want to take a left here at Macy.
At Macy,
at the stop sign here.
Now, are we going to pave any of these roads that are here? Is there any plan to?
It's the private, like Pine Tree's a private way. If the butters want to pull their money together and have that happen.
All right, that's what that is all about. Okay,
yeah.
So it's private.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we doing here?
Macy's Lane. See, the bike path ends right here at Macy's Lane. There isn't a project to extend it all the way down to Nobody Farm Road to that end for those businesses. But the idea is, if you're at this end of Old South Road and you want to go to Milestone Road, you'd go up Macy's Lane from the airport. If you're coming from
right, that makes sense.
This is just a nice linkage.
So where is it going to be? Over here?
The bike path itself, we'll keep the road right here the same. Bikes will share this up until we're at dead ends up at Hinsdale.
Oh, okay. So they share this. Okay.
They'll share the road here, and then the bike path will start up right where the paddle tennis courts are at Hinsdale, and kind of wrap between the paddle tennis courts and the tennis courts that are on the other side. Go behind the new school and the Strong Wings, curl around the Strong Wings property and come out on the other side, not too far up from where the driveway is, and then it'll just link up with the existing bike path.
I see. So now, what happened to the old site where these paddle tennis? What are they doing there with that?
I'm not sure. I think there's been a lot.
Was that privately owned?
Believe the land bank owned that property.
Okay, look at that.
And
there
I'm probably completely wrong at that, but.
I'm gonna have to. I'll come back and grab a shot.
You haven't seen the new paddle tennis?
No.
These are nice. It's.
Wow.
It was nice in the old site too, but these are good.
Is in there too.
You see him in there?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Is that Jackie? No. Wow. Say the exact ones that were at the other place. These are them.
Yeah, it's the same courts. They just picked it up and moved it over here.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do about the road here? Putting in a nice road.
The idea was to keep the road dirt, keep it on.
Oh my God.
Unimproved.
It's just mud though.
Yeah. Well, there's some application of, I guess, bark or something. But I think eventually the using gravel was something that was kind of taken off the table because of the noise that it made. But on a rainy day, you get a muddy road.
Now, what's this all? I mean, are we ever going to see this road fixed?
I think this ultimately will need to be. This is all private. This is a private section of Hinsdale.
Yeah.
So.
And there's the oh gosh, the tennis courts.
Yeah. See, the bike path will go behind all of this.
Oh, it
kind
would?
of shoot through the woods.
Would it go between? Would it go right here?
Yeah, but between the paddle tennis courts and these tennis courts,
great.
and just will be a line that way, and it won't be a straight line. It'll be kind of a meandering thing. It'll be kind of a nice and scenic ride. So,
what's this all about here? What are they putting in here?
This is all residential development.
Oh, it is. It's residential.
Yeah, some multifamily housing.
Multifamily.
This is all zoned for pretty dense development, so it's,
it is, and commercial too. Now, this area I wanted to ask you about. I think a lot of people wonder what these places are going to be like here. Do you have any?
The idea is to have tradespeople buy the first floor. You're talking about the John Q development, I imagine. So give them a little sales plug. To occupy the first floor of the garage area and then live on top, or rent out the second floor for residential, so that you have some kind of shop there at the first floor for people who do finished carpentry or plumbing or a variety of different construction trades. To buy that as their shop space, and then have a residence on the second floor.
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, it was a nice model. I mean, I think the C-Tech zone, the crafts trade, and those kinds of jobs were there was a specific zone developed to kind of cater to those folks, and this is the area where that would all be implemented in.
Have they sold? And I mean, are they?
I'm not sure where they stand on the selling of these. Maybe the apartments up top. I think John still owns a lot of these, so maybe they're going for rental units right now. Yeah, but that's the idea, is to have some kind of commercial, a little bit of commercial retail within a dense development, so people can just walk over there without getting in the car and driving.
Now, the airport owns this.
Correct. And
they don't need the space yet, so they made it into a little park. Made it nice, right?
Yeah, well, and it's going to be a park. I don't think that they have earmarked it as a use that they want to. Well, that's the use that they want. They want it to be a park.
Okay. Very neat. Yeah. Very, very neat.
Yeah, it's kind of a nice gateway into the airport, and it's bike pedestrian accommodation. I see people when they're walking their dogs, and I think as more residential development happens across the street, people will use that more and more. So I think it's going to be a nice asset having that field there.
Oh, for sure. So now, what else are you working on today? What's kind of the...
Today, a combination of dealing with the Four Corners, touching base on some of the issues with that project, just coordinating with some consultants on some of the other bike path projects. We had Shannon McDonald in this week to kind of give a discussion about parking.
Oh, right.
Just parking garages, not necessarily what the parking garage is going to look like in town, but just what design options that are available. So I think we have a meeting set up with her later this afternoon, kind of touch base on things. We have an NPEDC meeting this evening, Planning Commission meeting, so she'll speak to that, and we'll talk about other things such as amending the Transportation Improvement Program. And one thing about you hear a lot about the federal stimulus package and whatnot, how we would be affected by that is we've put together a list of projects. Like the NRTA has some new buses that they could purchase as part of this stimulus package. Repaving a milestone road could be part of the stimulus package. There's about $5.3 million. We're amending the TIP to include resurfacing a milestone road and the bike path. So that's a stimulus project.
Sure.
And, buying new buses. That's how Nantucket would be affected by this. At least the transportation side of things. There's sort of the housing.
It looks. I mean, if you drive around, our roads do need some work.
Yeah, and asphalt isn't cheap.
No.
It's the money's got to come from someplace, and you do usually have a budget, and you do with what you have. You pave the streets so that you have money to pave. So it's just juggling that and trying to find the most bang for your buck. Like Old South Road and Fairgrounds got resurfaced, and those are major roads. It's just what's the major road that's in the worst condition? Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's right.
Yeah, I think the Surfside Road is probably the next road that's major and needs resurfacing, so that'll be resurfaced soon enough.
Oh, it's
so
fun.
We're here.
Thanks,
right.
Mike.
Thank you.
It was very interesting. It's good to see you. And
yeah, it's good to share these ideas and get them out in the open and kind of talk about things and just kind of
let the public know what's going on. Okay, buddy.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You bet. You have a good day and take care.
You the same.